Rob, the chairman, met with me towards the end of 2016, about November time, and said, look for someone to come on board and run things. There's a lot of things dropping between the cracks. And so that's what I did. It was my club, so it wasn't even any thought into taking it. I just had to jump into it. It was a good opportunity for me. It was a good experience. It's definitely been an experience. And started in the January 2017. I've been here just over a year.
Have you enjoyed the job? Because you have had to overcome some adversity. You've gone through 3 managers. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've certainly enjoyed it. It's the football side of things. It's beyond my control. I sign the players, but after that, it is beyond my control. I can just keep us ticking over, and deal with the problems that arise, and deal with the paperwork, and keep us going off the field. And I think that's what I've done. Perhaps not progressed us as much as I'd like, but that's just to do with the troubles that have been on the field.
You've definitely increased the social media output of the club. Last season, Twitter, you were barely noticeable. You brought in Matthew Bostock. He's done a brilliant job.
Yeah, that's perhaps the best thing I've done. I've not actually done that. I just brought him in, but it's down to Matt and what he's done to increase it. I've just sourced him and met with him to bring him in, and overseen it obviously. But that was a big part. It's a big part of today's world. So yeah, that is one good achievement, and it helps and it's needed.
And you brought some new sponsors on board this season. Were you instrumental in that as well?
Parts of it, yeah. It's a lot of it. People come to us. It's the whole board. They do work hard. They might take a lot of stick, and rightly so. Sometimes we are where we are, and we have to take a responsibility for that. But they do work quite hard to bring sponsors in, things like that.
So, of course, you were relegated last season from the National League North. As a Celtic fan yourself, you've got attachments to the club with your granddad. That must have been quite hard to take.
Yeah, it was. No relegation ever be easy. The first one I've ever been through, but the National League was a different beast. It definitely is now, and it was then. We might have the facilities here, but we certainly don't have the budget to compete with any of those teams in that league. And that's just the nature of it. And so it was on the cards for a long time, and so you had a while to prepare emotionally for it, but it wasn't never easy to go through.
Like I said before, you've gone through 3 sets of managers while you've been in post. How did that affect your job?
I think it's just got to get on with it. The board make the decisions on those managers, and I have to get on with each one. We've got on with Liam Watson perfectly fine, Phil O'Anackers perfectly fine, and Steve Burr work with now. Whoever was in the post, it's my job. We've got to remain professional, and do as you're told in aspects of it. Sign the players that the manager wants to sign.
So you have landed a new job at Championship Club Barnsley. Yeah. Tell us how you're feeling about that.
It'll be a wrench to leave, as I said last week on social media. It's my club. Growing up here, coming into 3 or 4, but it has given me the opportunity. And this club has given me an opportunity in the career progression path to take a job up such as at Barnsley.
So what will your day-to-day role involve at Oakwell?
It'll be more paperwork based. I was a secretary here, but was also dealing with the facility, finance, etc. So it'll be more player based, shadowing the current secretary Sharon, and learning from her, because it'll be a slightly different, and it's more exposed. There's FIFA, there's the EFL at Barnsley, so I'll be shadowing players as well, dealing with new players that come into the club and helping them adapt to Barnsley life.